Alright, hell yeah. Now if you watch R1 videos, and I have been doing that, trying to analyze other people's paddle strokes, is like the only time you actually see what looks like effective R1 paddling, just because there's a lot going on, you're using the river to your advantage, is like when someone's trying to catch a surf. You're just like, oh, I want to catch this surf, and you need like 10 paddle strokes just to get there. And what I see for that effective R1 paddling is when you paddle on this side, the nose of the boat goes that way, and then it instantly goes back. You know what I mean? And so it's usually not if I want to go this way. It's usually not like over here and then back to center. It can be, but it's usually somewhere past where you want to go. So I want to go this way, and I paddle past that line, and then pry it back. And you'll see this kind of snappy motion. You know what I mean? You'll see the paddler take a paddle stroke, do a pry, take a paddle stroke, do a pry. Is because they want to catch that surf. So that's pretty cool. So I'll look out for more of that, like when people are like, oh, I'm trying to catch a surf, because that's where you see traditionally someone really using the R1 form. You know what I mean? Taking a paddle stroke, prying back, and you see this boat go this way and then snap. And if you're a paddle guide, you know what I mean? Rafting, whitewater rafting paddle guide, the same thing. Usually you'll be kind of on the far back corner, and you will be able to power the boat back and forth. You'll be able to R1 your boat back and forth. So that was the elements there. So in this video, what I want to do is, because I notice what happens. Probably the worst scenario is you're just like, whoa, I got caught off angle, and now I need to go that way. Well, how the hell do I go that way? Well, in other videos, I say it's probably best to do a pry, and then pry in the direction you want to go. So look, I'm angled that way, and then get back on line. But there is this element, you're just like, whoa, I'm off angle, and no, I just want to go that way. You know what I mean? So maybe do a try like this, and this works. This is traditionally kind of what people do. Man, hopefully I can find a clip of this, because like the North Fork, if you ever get a chance to watch the North Fork Payette race, like you have like the big rock on the left, Jacob's Ladder, called Big Drop, and behind a big ass rock is a big old eddy. You know what I mean? It's a strong eddy current. It all looks like whitewater, but the kayakers have to drop over there because they got to get on the left side of the river to pass the gate, and then they actually have to I think they just have to go on that left side of the gate, but it'll catch the eddy.
All right, hell yeah, this is Dane Jackson. Now, there's the booth off that like big drop or whatever, but I am mistaken. They put the gate way to the left, so you have to go around the gate. That's kind of where they're paddling back into that eddy.
But then the fastest way downriver and out of that eddy, and it's such a Class 5 environment, you know, from our perspective, you're just like, oh, I didn't recognize that that's just an eddy. Even in Class 5, when everything's crazy, you still have basic features out over there. So they pop into this eddy, and they can't paddle downstream this way. So they have to move their boat upstream, and then paddle back upstream, and then hit a ferry angle, and then ferry on out of that eddy.
All right, we're going to watch Dane Jackson do this one more time. And this is pretty sweet. He's even to the right side of this to get some momentum to the left. This isn't the drop yet. But he's getting around that gate. So the drop in question is just right here. Here's the big drop. So you got a big old booth. You're still not left of the gate. You got to paddle upstream and get around that gate. And in this, you know, they actually made it more challenging and put the next gate on the other side.
So the first thing they do once they know they're caught in the eddy is they're just like, booyah. And then it's changing direction. And even if they went this way, that would be fine. And now they're going to paddle out into that eddy. Alright, so this video is a lot of talking, but I think what I'm going to practice on in this video is keeping an angle. So, and keeping a tighter angle. So let's say I just want to be like right here. You know what I mean? Can I keep the nose of my boat where I want it? And you're basically only going to have one direction on this, because if I keep the nose of my boat over here, whoa. Now I'm confused. No, I think you have a, no, this is a good technique. Because what I've said in the past is like put like 30 degrees out here and then paddle this way and then keep it swinging between 30 and 30. You know what I mean? And you can do this and generate momentum. So what I wanted to do with this video is, can I just have my boat at 30 right here and paddle towards you? And I think this might be the easiest. Because this really helps the pry. And the nose of my boat really hasn't gone past 30 degrees. All right, let's kick it out here. Look at my backward paddle strokes. All right, so now let's see if I can, I don't even know if I can do this. I'm gonna keep the paddle this way. And I'm gonna try to keep the nose of my boat over here. I don't think it's possible, let's find out. Okay, hell yeah. No, I think this is cool and I'm glad I'm doing this. Because it actually introduces a brand new stroke that I've probably, we probably all have done like a draw of some sort in an R1 boat. So I'm just fascinated that if I keep my paddle, if I keep the boat kind of at a 15 degrees, this probably perfectly demonstrates why people keep their boat like over here, because it just seems natural, and then fry your boat back. And we've kind of done a video on this, is that this is a classic thing that I've seen people R1 do, and I shouldn't say it's a bad thing, but I have made videos on like, no, I think there's a stronger way. I think you want to be more pry oriented